Hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday. And welcome back to the 90Something Magnolia Podcast. Thank you for joining us yet again. Episode 12. This Sunday, we're sitting down with Chef Poppa and my brother, Issiah. The guys. Shout out to y'all. Thank you both. Love you both. Sat down with Chef Pop to talk about a little bit of his artistry, his business, and how he got started and kind of where he wants to take things with his work, and talk to Issiah about everything in between. Great episode. Let's get into it. My guys, what it do, baby? We got some motherfucking loved ones in the building, out of the building, whatever. The peoples. Pop, bless up, my brother.
Yeah, what's poppin' though? You know, blessings to be on the show. Much love and respect.
Yeah. We got a returning guest. Who you be?
That boy Young Zay, you already know what it do.
Where you coming from?
I just want to say though, you know how much money it takes to get that boy Pop for a fucking interview? This man is exclusive now. God damn, bro. I'm broke out here.
This boy
This man said 10 racks for the podcast. God damn.
Big things working.
God damn.
10 bands.
Nah, though.
50 bands.
Alright. Yeah, true.
Nah,
No, I'm
but
happy
yo,
to be doing this.
It ain't even like that, bro. It's just it's crazy how now, like when I was driving trucks, I felt like I had no time. And I was just like on the road all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Only had 2 days off a week. So
Usual, like not the weekend. Some random
no,
days.
just the weekend.
Just the weekend.
Saturday and Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And I always felt like on those 2 days I was cramming. And now, like, I started doing this, I feel like it got even crazier. Because at least, and that's time I was in the truck, you know, so I could plan, I could do everything that I needed to do for the weekend. But now,
Yeah.
I'm like a chicken with my head cut off.
Week to week.
But
Day to day.
Would you say it's better though, now that you set your own schedule, work for yourself,
It is.
handle your own clients?
It's difficult, though. It's really difficult.
What's the most difficult part?
You really have to know your time management.
Yeah.
I ain't mastered it yet, but I'm still learning it. But like that's
Yeah,
one of the
course.
most important things right now with this.
It's all on you.
Exactly.
That's
And it's not that I have a problem like working, but sometimes, you know, just being so free all the time, you like, man, I'm gonna just chill, I'm gonna just talk.
It's easy.
I went to my dad's house. We talked for like 2 hours, and I was like, it threw off my whole day.
Yep. And that's easy, and it's time well spent. But it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could have been doing some other things too.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
facts. I
the
know
hard
all
part
about it. For sure.
But it's definitely a process, and you do learn a lot during the way, and it does test you. So that's the good thing about it.
How long would you say you've been doing it for? I want to know how long you've been doing it, and then how long you were thinking about doing it before you started doing it.
All right. So pretty much, I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. I've been plotting on this forever.
Forever. Ever.
Since I left high school and I knew I was gonna start cooking really, like I knew one day that this was what I was working towards.
Okay.
That's true.
So
Yeah, I
boom,
used to talk about it.
I got my CDL. I started some little BS jobs at first, and I got a real job when I was running in New York, and I was working for that for about 2 years. So this last year, I had moved to North Carolina for a little bit.
Which
Did
part?
you?
Which part?
Hmm?
Which part?
Charlotte.
Shout out
You-
Charlotte.
You was
Yeah.
living in Charlotte.
Yeah, bro. It was beautiful.
You enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it, but the thing is, the money is really different. So like a good week out there as a truck driver to them was like $900.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was running in New York, I was making that in 2 days.
Facts.
And it's like it's hard to
That's
adjust.
different.
And they say, yo, and another thing they say is, you know, it's cheaper to live out there, but really it's not.
It's relative.
It's very relative.
Everything's
The
relative.
quality
What do you
is
mean by
better
that?
for cheaper.
That means
but you're
if
still
it
paying the
is
same
cheaper,
number.
That's true. Because they got a bunch of
the
new shit.
jobs, generally speaking, the jobs are going to be paying less. generally speaking. You're
Mhm.
not gonna make the same money that you make in New York City.
Mhm.
But of course, it costs more money to live in New York City. So
Yeah.
it's all the same shit. It's just which one do you prefer?
Exactly, and like the only thing I can say about out there, you definitely get a better quality of life for what we're paying right now. So
Yeah.
like your apartments is way
Way
nicer,
more spacious.
way nicer. You live in like a resort almost
That's fine.
for
Yep.
the most part.
And them shits was all just
I
built
know
basically,
some people.
basically last 10 years type shit.
Mm-hmm.
They've
Hell
slapped a lot of them new joints up there.
Hell yeah.
A lot.
They look good.
Everything fresh, renovated, all that. Got a nice
Bro.
garage, all that.
Pool,
It's crazy. A
pool, all that
a
shit.
grill setup,
All that
everything.
And that's just average. That's like everybody kind of, you
Yeah.
could just
You
tap
can get
into
that for 1,100.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yep.
So then, boom. I
When was that? What time you said in the last year?
Yeah, that was
That was actually right when mom moved back.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So what was that?
Basically,
Like
last
last
it's
fall.
been about a year now.
Yeah, just about a year.
Okay, that's crazy.
We went out there, bro. It was rough. It was good at first, but
Who's we? Who's we?
me and my girl,
You was both living out there. The two
Yeah,
of
we
you were
both
living
were.
out there
Shout out
together.
Mrs. Pop.
yes.
Shout out Mrs.
Miss
Pop
Swank,
for
my
sure.
lady. That woman right there. You know how they say you gotta have like a. It can't be two. I listen to this podcast. They say there can't be two flamingos in a relationship because they would never get anything done. You feel me? They'll both be running like left, right, and
I
it has
like
to
that.
be like a gorilla and something else in a relationship.
Yeah.
My girl is that
Balance.
Okay.
The balance.
I
She the
thought
one-
you was the gorilla for a
Nah,
second.
I
was about
am.
to say, you
Like,
know, she
I-
the gorilla though.
She's the gorilla.
Yeah, you can tell.
No
You can
BS,
tell. Yeah.
because she
You need
knows
that,
how to
though.
set that boundary.
Mhm.
Because me, I'm too free.
Yeah, fact.
You leave things up to me, bro. I'll be chilling all
Pissy and Yachty. Pissy and Yachty.
for real, yo. For real. Like, she helped me set boundaries.
That's so important though.
She knows time.
For you to recognize that and for her to help you build with it.
Bro, for real. It's everything, bro. So let me tell you that right now. Because it's all about your time. That's what it boils down to. But anyways, let me not get too far off
No,
subject.
it's important.
So, we was in North Carolina. It got rough out there. Came back, started going crazy good. Got back to my same job that I was at running in New York.
Yep. Getting it.
Getting it. Things was life. We went on vacation, bro.
Mhm.
Came back,
Where'd you go for vacation?
Miami.
Okay.
Okay.
7 days.
I've never
Just
been.
talking about Miami.
This guy loves Miami.
Yeah, it was lit.
Okay.
So boom, we was living it out there. Had mad fun. 2 days after I come back, my truck rolled over.
This is when we
Oh,
first
yeah,
started
yeah.
talking.
My
Yep.
brakes failed on my truck going down the hill.
Where was this?
Exit 74 up in Wilmington, Connecticut, right before you cross into Mass on 84.
Yep.
Okay.
But we were coming back down from Mass, okay?
Right.
So that happened.
Rode it. I remember when Zay told me about that.
Bro,
That shit was crazy.
When
Yeah,
that
it's
happened, honestly, my girl remembers everything. I don't remember much from the
Kinda
accident.
blacked out a little
I
bit.
blacked out.
Yeah, your mind just goes crazy.
I blacked out, and next thing I know, I opened my eyes and she was beneath me, and I jumped out my seatbelt, grabbed her up, and then we got out the truck. Had to pick
Yo,
out the windshield and
This shit
everything.
sounds
bro.
like a
Oh,
movie.
shit.
This shit
You
sounds
kicked
like
it?
Kicked it out, bro.
Yeah.
And I was panicked, so I only kicked it once, and the window bust open, bro. Yo,
Yo, big ass nigga.
my girl was screaming because her back was hurting.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, I don't know, my dog too. My girl loves my dog. My dog is straight. He
Yeah,
a lit
little
dog.
nigga.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
fuck with him.
He-
Fuck him.
I fuck with him. That's my nigga.
He too nice, though. He too nice.
Exactly,
He
but
too nice.
it's too nice.
bro, the truck flipped over. I looked in the back, and he was pinned up against the dresser. Okay,
Shit.
the thing had fell on him. He was just sitting there like this.
Oh,
You know, he didn't scream.
that's
He was
crazy.
dead or not?
No, he was alive.
He was just stuck.
He was just stuck, but he didn't scream.
Probably.
He didn't make no noise. He-
Probably
He
shocked.
don't do that though. Like when I met him, I don't know what his bark sounds like. He quiet.
Huh.
Bro.
That's crazy.
So
Yeah,
boom,
that's
I
a-
came back, and I was like, yo, I ain't going back in the truck right now. And
Yeah.
I went to church maybe 2 weeks after my girl left the hospital. Maybe no, the same week my girl got out. I think she got on like a Wednesday. We went to church on a Friday. I did, because she couldn't make it.
Mm-hmm.
I go to church, bro, read the daily bread. Do you know what the daily bread said for the day of the accident?
What?
Divine diversion. So it's like pretty much saying that you're gonna be split. Your path is gonna
Yeah.
change route.
Mm.
Mind you, I didn't even go into detail. My girl actually had to get surgery the next day because her back was broke.
Yep. I remember you was
Yep.
telling us about that.
So she got the surgery. everything went good.
She's okay now. 1000%.
1000%, bro. You don't even
1000%.
know.
She good. That's great.
Grocery store pulling in
That's-
bags and everything.
All right,
you know what I'm saying?
Let's get
So,
it. That's what we love. All right, word.
Then we got back. I had like a few little gigs, little cookouts and stuff, just to, set things up.
And it kind of started piecing it together
because,
a little bit.
And I skipped the part. The whole time I was driving trucks on the weekends, I would try to sell food at least one day a week. And
That's
I was
when
doing
this shit was limited.
Yeah. It was
People was like, when is the next plate?
Wait,
coming out?
what do you mean limited versus
one
now?
Like once a week type
once
shit.
a week,
Yeah.
and like I would advertise the whole week, and then it would be like on a Saturday type of thing.
How did you first start advertising it? Like letting people know? Just like some flyers type shit?
Instagram, yeah.
On the gram?
On the gram.
Just the gram or other shit too?
Just the gram when I came back. Because I've been cooking, selling plates for about 2.5, 3 years.
Oh, okay,
When I
but
first
not in
started,
that
it
same
was
type of
for-
way.
Yeah, not really like that. It was more crazy.
Okay.
So boom, we did that. I was selling food the whole time, and then people already knew about me a little bit, but then I just came out hot with it, just like every day type thing, and people started coming like, yo, what? It's crazy.
That's how it was supposed to be going though. Like
I
niggas
love
been
it.
saying, yo, let's go, let's get
Word.
it, let's get it.
Yeah,
Turn.
man,
People been asking for that for so long.
for so long.
For so long.
And when I was cooking back then, I would gain like 50 followers. Then when I started cooking every day, I was gaining like 50 to 100 followers a day, bro.
That's so crazy how that works.
Actually,
See how I just experiment with it and you see that shit just start growing and growing
that's
and
God
growing.
right there, bro. Let me
Yeah,
tell you
facts.
something. He's pretty much saying, if you water these plants, they gonna grow.
Facts.
Divine diversion.
Divine diversion.
So boom, I mean, it's been great. There's always room for improvement.
But that's the fun part is you're gonna continue as long as you pay attention and you give a shit like you having fun with it. That's easy. It'll come. The growth will come.
For real.
You just gotta keep finding ways to have fun with it and enjoy yourself. You
That's
know what I
the key,
mean?
bro. Because it's easy to get lost.
It's easy.
I understand. I understood bits and pieces of it before, but now I fully understand what they say when it's when you have a business, you're everybody in it. You gotta do everything.
Everything.
Yeah, you are.
Nothing's too small for you.
Me and my girl helps me. Like I tell you, of course she helps me. She
That's
does.
fire.
She does everything.
Yep.
But still, just running it it's difficult.
For sure.
But
And it probably will get more difficult as you grow it and it gets bigger, but then the reward more
Exactly.
rewarding.
exactly.
And that's the whole fun part, like I said.
I had a wedding that I did maybe a month. The accident happened in June, so 2 months after the accident, we had a wedding. It was August 24th or something like that, not too long ago, and it was pretty good
Yeah.
for the most part.
Out here in Connecticut.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was crazy, but we did good for the first event,
That was the first one.
first wedding I ever did.
Okay, good shit.
That's nice.
You felt good about it.
Yeah.
They like
You
it.
get to
They
enjoy
fuck
that,
with
or
it.
you just grinding the whole time?
We was grinding. Okay, we got to enjoy it towards the end of the night. But
Yeah, once it starts slowing down.
bro, it's a process.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And I've worked plenty of weddings. I've
Doing other shit or cooking and shit like that.
working at a job type of thing.
Yeah.
To take that gig on
Have
by
you done that
yourself,
before?
But then catering shit.
catering is lit.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome though.
Catering, honestly, is almost easier than doing line actual shit. Because once you know what you're going into the day before, you just I got a lot of work, but I'm gonna bust it down.
Prep.
Yeah, you prep exactly.
What podcast you be listening to? What's your favorite joints?
Entrepreneurs on Fire.
Entrepreneurs on Fire. You've been banging with that.
I've been banging with that.
I like
You
that.
still be fucking with them even though you don't drive no more?
Well, I haven't when I started really cooking real hard, but I just started listening to them 2 days ago.
You get in your grooves, you get in the rhythms of it, and sometimes you.
figuring out
Yeah.
where things go. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I got a whole bunch of them. But
And then I when I'm listening to podcasts for days, weeks, I'm not listening to music as much type shit. So I gotta switch back and forth.
that's touch me.
Yo, that's funny,
Let me tell you
right? How that
something.
works.
When
And
I
I love
was-
music the most. Like
Me too, bro.
Yo.
When I was in the truck, a whole week I'll be listening to music. The next week, you wouldn't even hear a song playing in my truck.
Yo, facts.
Straight podcast.
Yeah.
fire.
As long as you're learning those.
Do you find yourself tuning in and out, or you just be on it the whole time?
Nah, I be on it the whole time.
Yeah.
Because the reason why I like Entrepreneurs on Fire is they keep you. You got to get used to it, but they keep you interested. They're talking about the guts.
Mm-hmm.
They don't get too lost talking about the birds and things
Yeah,
flying
yeah.
around. They
And
talk
he
about
has-
the raw, real things that will make you a better person
See
in
that
the
news
business
we
field.
talked about?
Yeah,
He has good guests, really good guests. with
Really
a
good
lot-
guests.
You fucked with that one too?
Yeah, I've listened
he
to
had
that
the
one.
he had the dude who started the 1-800 drunk company, and he told his story on how he got put on, and that's
Yeah,
how you
that's
do
a
it with
really good
everybody
one.
pretty much.
You
Funny, everybody
Ever-
got a story.
what's it called? Fuck, I'm spacing out right now. This other one, How I Built This. You ever listen to How I Built This?
Nah.
How I Built This is kind of like that. Like it's about how people got started. Like first one I first found out about was Fubu, Jamin John.
Yeah.
You know that dude?
Nah, not
The
really.
dude who
I know
started
Fubu.
Fubu
I know Fubu, but I
from
don't-
College Queens to like chill with like LL Cool J and all them Queens dudes back in the day. He started.
That's like 80s or so, 70s.
No, that's like the 80s. That's like late 80s, 90s.
He said how I built.
How I Built This.
Okay. How I built.
But then also the dudes, he's on Shark Tank. That guy who started Fubu.
Okay.
And then the black dude on Shark Tank. Y'all know Shark Tank?
I know what it is.
Yeah.
I watched it in school one time.
It's just about people pitching business ideas and shit like that, whatever.
I gotta get into it more. My boy was telling me about it.
I don't watch it so much, but he's on that show, whatever. But the people who started Instagram, like all these different companies and how they just randomly pieced it together and got it going.
Yeah.
But it's cool. Entrepreneur is kind of little bit more story based than Entrepreneur on Fire.
Okay.
Like that one's like you said, the guts and the good info and the good conversations about the info. But
I like the story too, though.
that was more about the stories
And like the process that
and
it
the
took them.
people. The people.
I'm gonna tune into it definitely.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
Another one that I did like was I don't really listen to it no more, but I think it is called. Well, two of them. The Side Hustle Show.
No, I haven't heard of that
You
one.
don't know about that?
It's a good one.
Man, it keeps you thinking of ways to make money.
Oh yeah, I definitely check that one.
Let me tell you something. There's
Today
this
type
lady
shit.
in Maine who she became a full entrepreneur selling moose poop.
Moose poop.
So like
she would,
farms?
Shit.
no. Well, she would make artwork out of it. And it's just like moose poop art, like clocks, random things.
That's crazy.
Bro, she makes $100,000 a year
Off the
Really?
off the
off of moose poop. Think what is she paying for?
Nothing.
one moose.
She just gotta go get the moose, go on the trail, find the
Grass.
moose poop and make it.
Yeah, fact.
That's funny.
A whole bunch of people just do things like that, small little things, ideas they had, and they just work on it.
For sure. That's why I like the podcast. Is you could just pick what kind of shit you wanna. You could curate it with
So,
those
yeah.
kind of stories.
I love this podcast talk. Have you seen this AB bullshit, bro?
Yeah.
This thing is crazy, bro.
I don't really know the full story though, because I don't really keep up with. Me
Alright,
personally, I
so
just
basically, he's just an asshole. First of all,
for real,
he's just a dick. He's just the type of person that money got to his head, like OD.
for real.
Yeah, and this was happening on the Steelers, and like the Steelers were not fucking with it like at all. So they traded him to the Raiders like last offseason, like the end of the season. And basically, you know Hard Knocks, right? It's like the show. It's like they do one team every year. It's basically like the worst team that they think is gonna be the worst. They do one team every year, and they just follow their training camp. So you see what
I
goes
did
on.
not know they changed it up every year.
Yeah, it was one team every year, different teams.
That's fine.
And so they're doing the Raiders this year, obviously because AB was there. So you kind of got to see like in all the bullshit. And he just had mad shit. Like he complained about the helmet. He complained about he burned his feet off. Like he didn't burn them off, but he burned the bottom of his foot off
How?
in like a cryo chamber. He was trying to train, but he didn't have the proper footwear on, so he froze his foot, got frostbite, and it burned off. Like just, I mean, that's really not your fault, but like there's just hella shit going on. So then, I don't know if you've seen, but he got into an argument with his GM. He called him a cracker. He was like, I'll punch you in the face, like mad shit. So they cut him that Monday. So then, literally 7 hours after he got cut, this nigga signed with the Patriots. So everybody's like, yo, this is like, he's plotting on this. Like, he planned that the whole time. So now, like last week, two individual ladies came out and accused him of sexual assault. So then he like sent a threatening text yesterday, and the Patriots cut him again. So now he's free agent. And now I just seen some shit. He's like literally like he just quit. He retired from the NFL.
That's crazy.
It's OD.
Hey,
But
you just seen that?
Yeah, on Twitter, he's like ranting on Twitter right now. So it's like
Is
trending.
he?
But it's basically
That's
like
crazy.
I think he's got some mental issues. Like, something's wrong with him.
Bro.
If
All
not
those
mental
dudes.
issues, it's the money. Like that shit gets to me.
Money is enough to do it, bro.
Yeah,
It
but
ain't
it's like
always the mental.
it's not everybody that gets like that. Some people,
Nah,
some
but
people.
It's some vultures out there. Not
Yeah.
really vultures, but I'm just saying.
But it's their mentality.
Exactly.
Like, they think that, I got it now. I can do whatever the fuck I want. No, bro. You still a fucking person. You still bleed the same blood.
It's crazy.
That is crazy.
I never get it. I didn't even know what the situation was. I seen it,
Yeah,
but I didn't really
it's
care
been
enough to look
developing
in.
all summer. Like,
Yeah, I've been hearing about that.
It's
They've been
crazy.
talking about that on the Charlemagne the God podcast.
The
and
worst
the
part
Breakfast
is-
Club and all that shit a lot.
yeah, everybody's talking about it, even if they don't fucks with football, because he's literally the best receiver in the game. He's so nice.
Yo,
It's not like you put him on the field and he's not
That
nice.
shit is crazy.
Rest in peace, my nigga John. Me and him used to play Madden 25, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's just me versus AB.
Well, he picked Steelers.
If he picked the Steelers,
Yeah.
I already knew what type of game was going down. He would just literally play with him the whole game.
Just for AB.
Yeah, it's about
How you doing?
How you doing?
Yeah, and Le'Veon Bell. That's a fire team, man.
Madden 25
Yo,
was lit.
John Noah was good. R.I.P. John.
Yo, that's a dude. That's somebody I've known for like the shortest span of time of my life, but had the most impact.
Yeah, it's
feel me?
crazy. It's crazy how that shit changes you.
Yeah, I went to high school with him.
Yeah, I met him my sophomore year,
You played
bro,
football with him.
and we was brothers ever since then. It's crazy how something like that can happen,
Yeah,
right?
it's super crazy. Like, y'all dudes were savage too, OG.
Yo, that's why I loved him, bro. He was a savage.
Yeah, he definitely brought out savage in you too. Type shit. OD, yo. Him and BJ, both of them, like, y'all niggas is OD.
Yo, we was. Remember when we jumped Big Baby in the
In the locker room? You know, Big Baby fucked me up one time.
You did?
That nigga was 300 pounds,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, I
Home
bet.
sat on me, bro. I could not breathe. Big ass offensive tackle, home just
Dude,
on my chest. I was like, I was done. I was done to come.
There's a lot of them football players at that school play on the basketball team too.
For real?
I don't think
No,
so.
I'm asking.
Oh, you asking? Oh, I
At
don't
Connor,
know.
not really. There's like 5. Something like that.
Yeah, not really.
Either you're doing one or the other.
Type shit. Some people did a bunch of it.
You remember when I cross-checked you in lacrosse?
Yeah, I told somebody about it.
played
I
lacrosse
hated
too?
you for that. I was so
A little bit.
we wanted to fight over that shit. I was
For like what?
For like the training.
He did
type of
training
thing.
camp, and he just stopped.
Just the beginning.
Cause yo, I had a lot of hair, so my helmet would fit me mad.
Nah,
weird.
bro, they gave you the bullshit ass helmet too.
Okay, they did.
gave you that dumbass shit.
Okay,
they gave
alright.
me one of them shits too. Fuck that.
What's the bullshit helmet?
Bro,
It's like a box, bro. Like these niggas got fucking CR7X type shit on their heads. Nice ass shit. We got we got them 1970s box ass
bro,
shits. Nigga.
there's a bar. Your forehead has to be this big in order for it
Yo,
to be
that
comfortable.
ass, nigga. It's
Yo,
crazy.
that's
OD.
funny as fuck.
You out there looking dumb as fuck. Like you clearly look different from the team. Like, what's
You
that?
already black dude playing lacrosse. Now you got the little helmet.
Yo, that ass, like
Big
I was
hat,
like,
little helmet.
yeah, like what's good, what's good.
Can't even keep your helmet on type thing.
Nah, but one time at practice, it was like his third practice. Man came up on me, literally like this with the bar, like this.
He leaving out half
Literally
the
like this
story.
with the bar, just pushed me. I was like, pop, fuck. I was
Nah,
like,
That shit hurts.
I was
Listen.
mad as fuck.
Listen, let me tell you something about him. My first time playing lacrosse, so I was
I said
trash.
that. I said it was your third day.
Just
I
trying
said
to hit
that.
I was
Somebody-
trash.
I said that.
Home was talking mad junk,
Oh,
like,
I
yeah,
definitely-
you suck. Yeah, you suck. Yeah, you suck. And I'm like, nigga, you suck at football. Okay? If this is a football field, you know what will go on right now.
Yo, that's not facts.
Bro, he was
Yo,
talking
that's funny
mad
as-
junk. And I said, you know what?
That gives
We
you.
ain't on the football field. I'ma still hit him and let him know.
He literally cross-checked me, bro.
I took him out.
No, I fell, bro, like off my feet, and I'm not little. You know I'm not little, but
Bro, I took him out. I was dead ass really.
bro, I got up mad as
Have
fuck.
a seat, bro.
Especially because I knew he wasn't taking it serious. I'm like, you trying to kill me over this shit? You think this is a game? This nigga a joke, bro. This
Yo,
nigga thought
that's
everything was a
funny
joke.
as shit.
Yo, let me tell you something.
What?
That was crazy. You know, I think I left the same day. Like, that was my last
That
practice.
was your last day.
It
Yeah,
was
I
my
was
last.
tight, bro. That's why, because I knew you weren't taking it serious. I'm like, you really gonna fuck me up for no reason, bro.
And be out. So I
Yo.
didn't even get the chance to do that to him.
Mad as fuck.
I'm over this. You did football all 4 years?
Yeah.
Did you do football all 4 years?
I did 3 years. Me and his last year was my last year. Nigga, remember the
You
whole
didn't do it
game?
the
I
senior
told
year?
your dumbass, said, Pop, stop stepping on my fucking feet. Let me get through the gap first.
For
Nigga,
real?
yes, and you stepped on my feet every time.
When? In the hall?
In the whole game, yes.
I did that?
Yes, I stopped you on the sideline. I was like, Pop, stop going. You have to wait. You have to let me get through the gap, then you go. Nigga would just run on my ankle.
Run you over.
Run me over
Yeah,
in that
yeah, I
nigga. He
remember.
run over everybody. Yo.
Bro, remember, that's what me coming off an injury, though. So I
Yeah,
was not
you
even
did.
in
You was
my
hyped
brain.
to come back. I forgot about that.
not even thinking about nothing.
Yeah, just trying to kill somebody. Trying to kill JB.
What you cooking? What you cooking today?
Today I ain't cooking, bro. I was gonna.
You said you had a plate for.
Oh yeah, I just had to make rice.
You
and
already
peas.
made it.
No, not yet. Spanish rice and mac and cheese for this guy. He has a housewarmer or whatever.
Yeah.
It's pretty straight.
What's the thing you make the most often?
Mac and cheese,
That's
bro.
the thing. That's the classic.
Yo, people go crazy.
That crack and cheese.
Crack and cheese, yo. Let me tell you something. If the people can have it their way, I would make that every day.
Everyday type shit.
That's right.
And put it on the menu every day to sell it because people hit me up all the time, bro. When you making mac and cheese? When you making mac and cheese?
I'm not even gonna lie, I be in the DMs too. Like, I be this nigga fan me the other day. I was tight. That's why I'm not fucking with him right now.
Wait, I did
say fan
what I do?
You said we set up the whole shit. I was like, Pop, let me get a pen. He said, I got you.
No, but what
Yeah,
did you
you
do?
fan
You were
me.
MIA, right?
No, you went MIA, then I went MIA next time. You got
Oh,
your ass
damn.
back.
How much do the mac and cheeses go for?
So I usually.
How do you do it? How you?
Well, the
divvy 'em
personal
up?
pans.
What's a personal pan for the people who don't know?
It's about
Like a
that.
foot, maybe?
not even. It's about
8?
8 to 10 inch pan, and it's
Like-
about like 4 inches wide.
I've seen the container.
Yeah, it's. I charge $20 for it though.
20 beans.
Yeah,
Word.
it's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
It's enough to feed you.
Yeah,
You
for
definitely,
sure.
if you have something else,
You be full.
Nah, see this nigga fucking here.
That gourmet.
it's because you be bugging out about it.
You must
Word.
remember me.
What's the hardest thing that you make, or your least favorite thing to make that you always gotta make because they fuck with it so much?
Man, I can't even think about that. Sheesh. Okay, right now,
Mm-hmm.
you see, remember I was talking about the time management thing?
Mhm.
It's not necessarily that what I'm making is hard, but I'm limited in space.
Okay.
So doing big orders,
Multiple
like
of
50 plus people,
Yep,
because on any given day when I sell food, I sell between 30 and 50 plates.
Okay.
Now, I only got one fryer right now, and it's a little baby fryer. I think it's like a 4-quart, about a 4-quart fryer.
It's just the one?
One basket.
Yeah. Okay.
So all that,
Oh shit.
whenever I got a fried chicken,
30 to 50 on one basket?
and it's about 2 orders, so it's like
That's in
70
there.
to 75 pieces of chicken.
Right? That's crazy. That's a whole day process.
What?
Buy another basket, nigga.
I'm about to, but I'm just trying to figure it out because I don't want to put 2 in there and it blow the fuse. And
Yeah, you
It's
gotta
just
be
dangerous
mindful
to
of
having
that.
more heat in there. Because that is a small component.
Exactly.
Definitely gotta be mindful of that.
So when I'm frying a whole bunch of chicken, sometimes I get a little difficult.
Uh-huh.
Facts.
Is that
definitely
what you
challenging.
do in like the biggest batches type shit?
Yeah,
Big, huge things of chicken.
yeah.
Word.
Shit though, the people gotta know this shit's not easy. It's a lot of work going
When
into
you're,
it.
yeah, facts. Hella work. When you're doing that, like 20 to, you said 20 to 30,
30 to 50.
30 to 50. How many hours you put in making that?
So the chicken I always season before, like a day before.
Yep. So that's some time and it's separate time, kind of.
Yup, maybe like 30 minutes to an hour,
Yep.
because you gotta soak the
Of
chicken.
the prep.
wash it.
Yep.
But prep time when I'm actually cooking to sell the plates, it takes
Mhm.
about 3 hours.
3 hours.
3
3
hours.
good focus hours.
Yeah, and you gotta be really
On.
sure of what you're doing.
Yeah, you gotta know
Don't
exactly
wanna
what you're
waste
At
doing.
that
no
point,
shit.
I put my phone in the room and let it charge, because usually my phone's always dead. So
Yeah.
I got it on the
You
room.
should get one of them mobile charger shits. I just had one for my trip. So clutch.
Those are
Stupid clutch.
those
bro.
are clutch.
I was in the airport. I was like, fuck, my shit's about to die. And I remembered it. I was like, let's go.
I got one
My
right
ticket
now.
was
My
on
shit
there.
is
That shit's
dead.
crazy. You never know you're going to need that shit.
You right. Damn right.
Or 3 good hours is no joke.
Yeah,
But then that's a lot of plates. That's a lot of plates.
it's a lot of places, bro.
Right.
All right, this might be a dumb question, but you know how it feels when you're at work doing that prep for 3 hours.
Worse.
Worse? Easily,
Worse in the
easy,
kitchen.
right? That's a stupid question.
Let me tell you something. No,
But-
that ain't stupid.
So would you say you find yourself during that 3 hours just excited, like happy that you're doing that shit?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
not
like-
during the whole 3 hours.
Mhm.
Sometimes I'm in the weeds. My
Yeah.
girl will tell
I
everybody.
mean, no, in the weeds
I'll
is
be
in the weeds, no
You
matter what
always
you're
Get
doing.
in the weeds.
But I'm
at
saying
some
you're
point.
in there prepping, like doing your shit, like fuck that, I'm doing this for me. Like that's a
Yeah.
great feeling. Huh?
Yeah,
That's
yo,
a great
it is.
feeling.
Hold up. For the people, the people out there. Give us what's the weeds? Give us an example.
Okay,
so
when
weeds-
you've been in the weeds recently.
Anybody who works in the restaurant, front or back, you know what the fuck that is.
Yo, I'm always in the weeds. I ain't
Tell
even
us about the-
I ain't gonna lie.
I live in the weeds.
I don't like
do.
to be in the weeds because I don't like to be like behind. I just be doing my
Okay,
shit.
but I always feel like I'm behind because there's always so much to do.
Mhm.
So it's like, sometimes I do actually be in the weeds, like, it'll be 7 o'clock and I don't have half of the things that I need to have done.
Yeah.
So like, it pushes me back to like 8:30.
Yeah.
But the weeds is when you're flustered. You got
You
too
got
much
tickets,
going
you got
on
these tickets.
and you can't really put out, you start losing your focus because you start worrying on
Yep.
everything as a whole than one thing
There is
rather
no
than one thing
focus.
at a
You're
time.
just moving.
Yo, I've seen people literally have nervous breakdowns and just
Bro.
collapse. Do you remember Carl? Oh, you didn't work. That's the nigga who got fired and then you came in, bro.
Oh, okay.
He literally, we was on the line on a Saturday. It was, all right, normally like 7 tickets back, I can handle that. That's easy. We was
16.
25, bro.
Ooh.
20, he was on the grill. I was just going like automatic with my shit.
Not even thinking.
Not talking to nobody. You know how I do
Making
my
extra
shit.
things.
Exactly.
That's how
just
you
sitting
get out.
back and you gotta do what you gotta do. I was in there. This nigga, he was like, I seen him on the grill. For this shit, he got woozy. I was like, Carl, like I need 3 rares right now. He's like, okay. And then I looked at him. He was just like, and he started shaking. He just dropped on the floor. This nigga is 37, bro. I was 19 at the time. I was like, Carl, like, we literally picked him up, put a chair in the walk-in, and put his ass in there. And we kept going,
Kept
bro.
going. It's back to war.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, but you can't be doing that shit. You a grown ass man. You can't fold. And like, people fold under that type of shit. It's crazy. They mentally will fuck with you.
Carl folded in the weeds.
people-
Shout out to Carl.
Yeah,
shout
I
out
fuck
to
with Carl. That's
right,
my guy.
Right. I hope we can stay in the weeds now. Yo, let me tell you something. In the restaurant, you really see people's true colors. They might, when
That's
you
what
first
Dave
start
was
off,
telling me.
it's like, yo, this guy's cool.
Mhm.
When the weeds come,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's when you
even
know
know.
who's really cool and who's really not.
there you go.
Cause
Who's
even
bought
like
that
the thing
life?
is too, even if you're getting fucked in the weeds, as long as you're going,
You're
don't
not-
matter. As
exactly.
long as you don't bitch out, you're good. Like just
Yo,
get your shit done.
For real.
People be like, and they just get like a deer in headlights. They just freeze up. They don't know what to do.
Bro, when you get in the
So-
weeds, you just gotta do one thing at a time.
Exactly.
You gotta go back to
And
the
like you
basics.
said, do extra if you gotta do it.
Yeah,
Do that shit
facts.
for later. If you gotta throw that shit out,
Good ass
fuck it.
advice.
Or eat that shit
Facts.
later.
One thing at a time. We got this.
Yo, I worked in this small kitchen in Avon.
Mhm.
I ain't gonna go too deep into detail because I want to say some things. But anyways, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Fuck, I hope it's that same kitchen. Fuck that kitchen.
Which one?
The one that we worked at.
Oh no.
Oh, fuck that kitchen.
The one I'm talking about is this little breakfast spot in Avon.
Mm-hmm.
Smaller than it was about the same size
Kitchen.
as
That's trash.
Plan B.
That's a terrible size kitchen. So
About the
little.
same- so little.
So that's not
So I
good.
would
You
say
need a
it's
big
about-
kitchen.
From here to that pole right before the tree.
Mm-hmm. How many people are working in a small kitchen like this?
We had me, you, and then 2 others. So we had 4 in there.
4
Plus
going at a
plus the
time?
head chef monitoring, getting in the way of shit.
Yeah.
Plus that nigga, so
5.
5.
In small space.
Mhm.
Yeah.
A lot of shit happening.
Tiny. The kitchen is that big, but there's stuff in the kitchen. So mind you, it's just
There's
this.
sharp things that could kill you.
It's a hallway like this, and a hallway like this,
Mhm.
surrounded by sharp things that are hot and can kill you. Yes,
Word.
it's fun though. I
Sorry,
fuck with it.
cut you off.
No, you good. It's
It's
real.
fun if you get the right crew.
When you get the right crew, bro. It's
We
like
had
clockwork.
we had so much fun, like it couldn't last. Like,
Mhm.
but the thing is, we was doing our work. We was
Yeah, they
definitely
tried
not
to-
doing that.
They tried to play us though.
trying to big time trying to
Because we would have fun. And, yo, bro, we would be like
talking
16 tickets in and having a full blown
Yep.
conversation in
Yep.
the middle of
but
busy
shit's
service.
just getting done though.
Nobody's exactly just pitching work just
Yo.
like that. Ain't nobody.
You see that nigga over there? Why you looking at me like that? That nigga ugly like
Hey, yo, look at him right there.
Yo, fat.
Yo, we were playing what song we were playing? Remember when the dude walked in and he dropped the Sizzler bar?
I don't remember. We was playing some heavy
Sizzler.
roster shit though. OD.
I think
y'all.
we were playing.
Avon-
Still up, don't apologize to nobody.
Oh, facts. It
Avon
was.
Kid.
That was Tom. That was Tom Miga.
Yeah, we were in Simsbury though. This was in
Simsbury.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at the bar. I was the bartender. He came back.
surrounded.
Said, "Rude boy, I don't apologize to nobody, man."
Yeah, he was
No,
like,
this is a
yeah.
white dude came out the back and said that shit during our song. We was like, "Oh my god." Yo, that nigga made good drinks too.
Bro.
Ah, that's funny.
See, like when you got crew like that you can really like work with, it's fine.
Uh-huh.
But there's always gonna be the bad ones.
Yeah.
And then the management is
that's
always
anyway.
trash.
Yep. Facts. Shout out to Avon. Shout out to that white dude who was hella chill.
Tom, shout out Tom.
For real.
Word.
Restaurant, but it's a love-hate thing, yo.
It is, it
You
really
can do
is.
it or you can't.
What's the hate? Tell us about the hate. What's the hardest part?
Yo, there's sometimes I'll be in the kitchen. My girl knows it, my little cousin knows it, and I'm like, what made me just decide to start cooking this? Because sometimes, you know, being optimistic, there's no task you can't do.
Yeah, facts.
But then when you get into the middle of it, you like,
Contemplate everything, bro.
I said I was gonna cook for 1,000 people, and I only got 4 burners. You can't even, bro. At my house, I can't even. My 2 biggest pots, when they are on the stove, those are the only 2 things on the stove because they take up 2 burners apiece.
OD.
So I got the stove split up, bro. It's crazy,
That's
but
crazy.
it's like
Honestly though, you gonna look back on it like, remember when I was doing this shit on 4 burners, nigga, and people were still coming to me?
You're gonna have a kitchen type shit,
Listen.
and that's gonna be the most beautiful moments. Like, fuck, I was making it happen type
For
shit.
real. Yo, when I get a restaurant, I don't even need. My restaurant could be from here to there, and I'll be straight.
Some of the best ones in the world are.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Whenever y'all come out to the city, we go mix it up or whatever. We'll go to
Yo,
some
I
spot.
can't
Some
wait.
of the best are the hole in the wall. Not even the hole in the wall,
No.
but just small. They're doing a lot with the least, and that shit is special.
I can't wait to go, yo, because I'll be watching it on New York. That's where I get my motivation from. There's some chefs, and they want to be like, you know, Michelin star chefs and like, you know, fine dining,
Fuck fine dining.
gastro.
Fuck fine dining.
Me personally, I'm more of a street guy. Like I love the street food.
That's everyday food.
Bangs with the street carts and all that.
Everything, bro. That's
Word.
really
The
where that's.
halal meat, nigga.
Yo, let me tell you something. There's this lady in I don't know where she's from, but she's like from Vietnam, somewhere. She's from somewhere, okay? She cooks outside. She has a shack, and she has a wok. You know the big broiler like.
She be whipping it.
The big ass circular pan.
Yeah, they come out big though. They come out so
That's
you
when
can
they make the fried
so you
rice
can
and
whip
everything.
that.
Yeah.
Bro, she
That
cooks
wrist movement.
with the, you know the goggles you wear when you're snowmobiling, snowboarding and all that.
Whatever
Yeah.
they call it.
She wears those while she's whipping it.
Steaming.
She's busting it down out there, right?
Yo.
She was doing it for maybe like 10 to 15 years, well, her whole life, but she was actually cooking for about 10, 15 years before she got acknowledged, and she got a Michelin star. bro.
Grinding though.
Grinding.
Sharpening her sword the whole time.
Yeah.
Yo, and you would never know that you could do something like that just from selling street food, but you can. She was on the street in her country, bro, and she got a Michelin star. There's some restaurants like what's that guy named Salt Bay?
Yeah.
Like those kind of restaurants. Those are the guys that got Michelin stars and things like that. Those type of fine dining spots. And
Shout
she's
out Salt
outside and she still got one. I was like, yo, that lady is a boss.
That's more impressive.
What?
Way more
Come
impressive.
on, man.
And that's special because that's her shit. She ain't let the whole industry change
She
her
worked
shit.
for that
Real.
shit. Yeah, she worked for it.
Facts.
They probably feel the best. Them
That's
instant
facts.
celebrities, they probably don't feel like they're worth it. Probably love that money though. I would.
Facts. What's your favorite restaurant? Where do you like to eat at? What's your favorite joint? If you and your girl are going out, you taking her to a good spot out here, or somewhere else, so you could just kick your feet up type shit. So we ain't gotta make 30, 50 plates. Where we going?
Bro, I can't even tell you.
Now you making food in the crib.
Not really, but like it's just little small spots. Like
You can take it if you need to.
no. We go to like I can't even tell you a spot that we frequent.
How about you as well? I'm curious as well. Out here, I'm curious.
Me?
Yeah.
Subway, nigga.
Subway. Hey.
I fuss with Subway.
The foot long.
That's it.
Shout out to Subway. Shout out.
You're-
You know,
Yo, we go to Dino's Pizza on New Park.
it's out here.
Oh, we used to. I
That's
used to
for
live
sure.
over
That's a good one.
They
I don't know,
got their wings, bro,
Fire.
crispy.
there. Angelina's is fire.
Slapping.
I love Angelina.
It is
Chain
straight.
Angelinas, you talking?
The one
No,
on
the one in West Hartford.
It's not a chain. It's not
No,
the
that's
chain.
family owned.
yeah, family.
I don't know that one.
They've been there for a minute. What? Them big slices.
Yeah, that's what
Them
it's
big
about.
slices with
But
the
like
little
the
prices?
quality of the pizza, I don't really like it.
It's. I think it's fire.
Yo, I went to this place in New York and dang, what was it?
Two bros.
What you say?
Two bros.
Nah,
It's a little
nah.
dollar
Yeah,
slice
it's
spot
good.
out there.
Dang, I don't know, bro. But it was up. It was about it was like up. What is it? 478, 67. No, not 678.
You get out there and chill sometimes in the city, or you
Sometimes
usually,
I'll be like, one of
most-
my loads will be messed up, so I'll be driving around looking for food. But it was
Okay.
up like almost, not all the way towards Long Island, but somewhere around that area. And that was the best pizza I ever had.
Really?
Crust, no grease
Yo, you
fell
can
off
find
the
some
pizza.
really good pizza out there. Oh my
Really
God.
good.
Hell yeah.
New York
Hell yeah.
definitely does.
Every
best
time I
pizza
go out there, I
well.
always get pizza. Whether it's I love the dollar slice too, but
Yeah.
whether it's the dollar slice, every time I ask him, guaranteed every time.
Yeah, they got some good ones for sure. Facts. Super Bowl Sunday, not Super Bowl Sunday, football Sunday.
Yeah, I'm like,
Who playing this Sunday?
we playing Miami.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
Yeah, Miami's Chiefs.
yeah. They're the worst team in the league right now.
Oh, damn.
They got outscored 103, I think, to 10. Pats put up 40 on them. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens put up 59 on them. OD. That nigga threw like 5 touchdowns. He's nice. I fucks with Lamar Jackson.
Yo, what game was I watching last night? I gotta buy the ESPN package so I can start watching the football. But I just been watching the highlights on
I mean, it's the same shit.
Sports-
Especially if you're not like
sports
an
center.
individual fan. Like you might as well just keep up with stats and shit.
That's what I gotta start doing more, cause just to listen.
Yo, the Raiders. Did you watch the Chiefs versus the Raiders?
No, why? What happened in that?
That game was crazy.
Actually, I seen Patrick Mahomes do like what 4 in the second quarter or the third quarter. I remember
Touchdown
one.
passes, right?
Yeah, one quarter he was just balling. Cause it was kind of close in the beginning.
Yo, it was. And then
Yeah.
they just balled out on
Facts.
I swear he threw like, literally, I think it was 3 or 4 touchdown passes. And I was like,
And I don't think he threw nothing else for the game either. I think he just did that and was just done.
he made it look so good.
Yeah, people are really saying he's about to be the next shit. Like, he hasn't shown me yet, but he's disgusting. He's so good.
Yo, you know who? I really hope the Patriots gonna go back to the Super Bowl though.
I fucking hate it. Don't even talk about the Patriots. I hate the Patriots.
Like, it's not even fun to watch anymore. The
It's
last
not
the
fun.
last Super Bowl that they went to was just
That last year, trash, bro. Oh my God. Fuck the Rams. The Rams are garbage for that, bro. Like,
could that have been the worst Super Bowl in the
That was.
in the
I
history?
remember watching. I was like, I'm gonna turn this off.
I didn't-
And I never felt like that
After
about the Super
second
Bowl.
quarter, I stopped watching. The
Yeah.
last time I did that was like when the Browns was playing somebody with
Yeah.
Devin Hester when he took back the kick return.
Oh, wait.
that the Cowboys?
He was on the Bears. No.
The
that
Bears.
was- Who did the Colts? Was that the Colts? I think it was the Colts.
That's the last Super Bowl that I turned off.
Why you wasn't fucking with it?
No, that was so bad. It was so bad. But
That was
this
a
one-
while ago too. That was
Yeah,
mad
the
long.
last Super Bowl that just happened was terrible.
Yeah, that was. garbage.
I want to see 2 hungry teams that
That's
never
what-
been there.
And
before.
people be like, the Patriots, there's no competition. Bro, like if you really look at their history and you really look back at it, like I can go back, I can prove anything I'm about to say. It's bullshit and it's always like conspiracy and just something always happens for them. Like, why can't they just go straight up and just bust everybody's ass? Like, let's get it. No controversy. Always controversy. The tuck rule, that shit was literally created for Tom Brady as it happened. That's bullshit. They wouldn't have been in the Super Bowl. Spygate. I don't know if you know what Spygate is.
With the ball was flat or some shit.
No, that's Deflategate, which is bullshit because that might have been the only one that they didn't cheat and they actually just busted their cheeks. That's bullshit. But Spygate was their first Super Bowl, mind you. You know how hard the first Super Bowl is to win. Some teams still never got that. They had footage of the Rams, that was their opponent. They had footage of their whole practice. They knew all the plays that they were going to run. First quarter, and the Rams were the nicest team in the league at that time. Patriots were like the underdogs, unheard of. So first half, they're busting that ass. It was like, I think 21-0 first half. Second half, they realized that they knew their plays, switched up their whole scheme, came all the way back, lost by a field goal. That's bullshit. That's their first Super Bowl. Like, you know how hard your first one is to get? Once you get in the door, you got a little swag.
Yeah.
You got Bill Belichick. I will say this. He's the greatest coach of all time. That nigga is so smart. He's so methodical with it. Like, you don't fear any Patriots player, including Tom Brady. I don't care. Including Tom Brady, you fear Bill Belichick. Like, that nigga will slice and dice your whole team with backups. Don't matter. He's that good.
Yeah,
He's
true.
done it before.
Yeah.
He literally has done it. So like,
Just pinpoint it out.
people are like, oh, Tom Brady's the GOAT. It's not facts, bro. Like, if you put Aaron Rodgers with Bill Belichick, they would have won the chip every single year unless Aaron Rodgers got hurt or Bill Belichick died. Simple as that. Because Aaron Rodgers is 10 times better than Tom Brady. Tom Brady got the accolades because of Bill Belichick. People don't
10
realize.
times?
Yes, bro. Aaron Rodgers is so good and he can run. he can put the ball wherever it needs to go on the run, and he can literally run with his legs.
I've seen that with.
Did you see the video of Tom Brady running? I just seen it on Twitter this morning. He
like,
almost died. Like they almost killed his ass, bro. It's literally.
Why is he so slow though?
Because he's not athletic, bro. Like he has. All right, think about it like this.
He has a breed.
Think about it like this. He's like the 199th pick. If you knew you was about to go into a job, and your boss is like, listen to me right now. I'll tell you what to do. You just do what the fuck I say. Don't fuck up. Just listen to me, and you will be successful. Would you not just do that shit? And then you see it start to work, and it's like, holy shit, all I have to do is what he says. That's because Tom Brady's not sitting there making those schemes. Bill Belichick is doing that shit. Like, as simple as, how Tom Brady lose his best receiver every year, and they still fucking get touchdowns and all this shit? Because the schemes, they're open every year, don't matter who it is. They're open. Bill Belichick, he thinks them open, don't matter who it is. Me and you could be out there running routes, nigga, slow as fuck, and still catch passes. Like, don't matter, nigga. We'll be open. He'll have the defender and fucking all the way over there. Defender don't even know why he over there. He's scared as fuck, nigga. They scared of Tom Brady. They're scared of the Patriots too. It's ridiculous. Niggas be shook. Just go play. Like,
all the politics.
It's a whole bunch of politics.
It's come, but the thing is though, the best part is it's coming to an end for both of them. Fuck Brady, but Bill Belichick is getting old. That nigga is going to leave soon. Once that dynasty is done,
I can't wait.
and once. Don't even get me talking about my boys either.
No, don't
even get me
the
talking about
Cowboys.
my boys, because if we fuck around and win it, Pop, I'm turning over cars, nigga. I'm gonna be in the street. You know I'm in there wilding, boy. I'm gonna be out here going crazy, man.
Boy,
It's gonna happen.
Loved it.
Yo, everybody I know that's a Cowboys fan is the same way.
It's good, but they're loyal, bro. We ain't won in 20 years, and look how we feel about this shit.
My
Still.
girl uncle is a Cowboys fan. He the same way.
Yo,
I
still
know a lot of-
nothing's changed after 20 years, nigga. We still want this shit.
I
Don't
know
matter.
a lot of Cowboys fans are the same way.
But the thing is, like, a lot of other teams, like, they got fake franchises, like, fake fans and shit.
There's
Pats
so
are one
many
of them.
Cowboys fans everywhere, not just.
And think about to be a Cowboys fan means you literally have not even seen your team in the Super Bowl for 20 years. Like, you can't, that's no bandwagon on that.
Remember how burnt we was when they lost in the playoffs?
Oh my, nigga, Luis made me work that day too, nigga. I was hurting, bro.
You hear this, bro? He
And
don't work on his game days.
I was at work, and it wasn't even first round. It was divisional playoffs too, like even more serious than regular playoffs.
Yo, I remember we were at work that day, and I was so burned.
He was being nice to me too. He was like, "Yo, they gonna win." He kept telling me, I was like,
No, but it's not even. I wasn't even telling you that. I believe
Yeah,
they
he
was gonna
did.
win.
No,
I
you
wanted
did.
them to win too, because I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be real.
It's gonna, once we get there, even if we win or lose, the
It don't
league
matter.
is gonna change again, bro. We are the most popping team. Like, watch, that shit will just change. It's like the prodigal son returns, my nigga. Like, the king is back, nigga. Just watch, just wait.
Cause Zeke,
You think I'm loud now? Like, I'm quiet, cause people shit on me. I'd be like, you right. We ain't won in 20 years. You right. But when it happens,
I ain't getting quiet.
just don't talk to me, cause I'm gonna be on your face about it, bro. I'm gonna be so for like at least 5 years, at least 5.
you think this is the one?
Nah, I'm not. There's potential, very potential. I hope so, so I can say that I've seen the winning team. But like, it just went to me at this point. When it happens, it happens. Cause I thought Dez was about to win it. Like, I thought we had the squad that year that he's talking about. I thought we was about to win it. We should have won it, but so at this point, I'm just like, I'm gonna just let it happen. We're gonna be in the Super Bowl. I might not even watch it, cause I'm gonna be so nervous and just scared. Like, it's when it happens though, it happens. Simple as that. Just like it.
I got a last question for you, Pop.
What up?
Going back to your beginning, your grind, you start selling plates. You like, yo, I'm about to do this for myself type shit. The beginning stages, we just figuring it out. It's financial advice you would give to that stage
Right now.
that you've learned along the way.
Let me tell you something. Like I said, my girl knew then, and she knows now.
Right.
But anyways, what I'm gonna say is, you feel me? When you first start off, I'm gonna tell you what happened to me first.
Mm-hmm.
So my first time selling plates, I remember the first day I was selling plates. I started posting, you know. I did a whole bunch of orders, bro. I think I made like $700 that day.
First time.
First time.
That's popping.
You know how that's how exactly what it's like when you're an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Your first day, you get hell
Hey,
sales, bro. I quit
hey.
my job the next day. I ain't go back. I said, I'm good, boy. Things got rough, yo.
Oh,
Yeah.
Things got rough. So the financial advice I would give to myself back then is, you should have saved some money. Saving a little bit of money just to fall on is the way to go. You do not want to be, gambling your every dollar.
No,
You're like, I got $50. Hopefully, I can turn this into $100. So you buy $50 of product, and you only sell $35.
Yeah, it's true.
You lost 15,
Yep.
and that's gonna hurt you eventually, because then you need gas to fill up.
Facts. You gotta get to and from.
So yeah,
That's
definitely.
very true.
I thought I did. Well, I thought I knew what to do, but you can never be too prepared.
No.
But definitely having a little bit of money would help you out.
Yeah, for sure.
And I didn't really have a plan back then. I was just going free. Just, maybe this gonna work. Maybe this gonna work.
How did you get the plan together? Did something specific happen, or conversations, or did you just learn the hard way by fucking up? Like, everybody fucks up at certain times, you know what I mean? You have moments.
Yeah, I learned the hard way.
But how did your strategy come all together, you know what I mean?
It took years, because I realized, like, I wasn't making no money, it wasn't profitable, and I was like, I gotta get a job.
You're doing it, you're making it, you're selling plates, but it's
You weren't
costing.
doing- Exactly. My food cost was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I was buying things from Restaurant Depot, buying everything from Restaurant Depot, because I thought that was the way to go. Like, that's a
That's
restaurant
not the way to go.
store.
I think that's not the way to go.
No.
Where do you? Nah, actually, we ain't even gonna reveal those secrets.
What you say?
We ain't even gonna reveal those secrets.
Nah, I will. There ain't nothing wrong with it. So when you go to Restaurant Depot, you go there for specific things, meats, maybe pastas.
Where is that?
Hartford,
Is
right
it?
by the.
It's all
Xfinity
the restaurants
Center.
go there. Yeah, by
Okay. I've never heard of it.
you know where like the Sunoco is? Is it Sunoco? That little car shop is right off the highway.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sunoco. You would know where it is.
Yeah, I'm
We-
sure.
we
I'm
always
sure
used
I've
to
seen
pass
it.
that shit
I'm
back
sure
then.
I've passed it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
bro.
yeah, it's all the restaurants go there and get their stuff in bulk and all that.
And if you go there, you're gonna spend some money,
Yeah.
but you have to go there for the right things.
You gotta know.
Containers, forks,
They got
meats.
that on the low.
Yeah, you're getting it at a cheaper price per pound.
The good quality. No, I mean like the utensils and stuff.
Oh yeah, they got a good. You get like you get a good quality, good quantity for the price.
Where
You might go to the dollar store and get
hella shit, but it's terrible. I
And-
just recently did that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So then, I learned that I could go to the grocery store for some things, go to Restaurant Depot for some things.
Slice it up.
I
a
mean,
little
it's
bit.
common sense. You would think like you know that, but
I
not
was
really.
about to say
But
that.
you gotta learn what to get where, and maybe even when to get it, though.
Exactly.
How much?
How much is super important too.
And the best advice I got to anybody who plan on cooking: get a job in the restaurant before you even try to sell your
Oh,
own food.
that, you
See what
have
you-
to do that.
see it.
You can't just think you're gonna be a cook. You can cook food. You can't do it at a restaurant.
But-
That's a whole different part of cooking.
That not only that, but it's expensive when you're experimenting on these new recipes.
Yeah.
If you work in a
facts.
restaurant,
Oh,
that's
hell yeah.
all for free.
Hell yeah.
The reason why I know everything I know
Yeah.
now, I worked in a bunch of different restaurants, and I used, you don't know how many things I wasted in
free,
restaurants,
free as fuck.
but I wasn't paying for it.
Hell yeah.
And
So I
it's making
learned.
you better because you're figuring out what's what.
There you go.
That's
You
a
try
big
that out your
fact.
house, you spend $100 and you will throw it all away.
and you feel bad about it.
Feel bad about
Be
it.
at work. Fuck that. I be at work sometimes making shit. Don't even eat it.
Don't even eat it.
Yo, you want
Damn,
this?
that look good. Yo, you want that?
Yeah, go for it. Yo, if not, I'm tossing that shit. Fuck it.
Sharpening the
Yo,
sword.
I told Steve the other day, I be spoiled. Like, if I go to work and I touch it, I'm about to eat something. I touch it, it's not hot. I just go make a whole new shit. Like, fuck it. I don't care. It's on y'all dollar, not mine, nigga.
But let me tell you something. Being a restaurant owner, that will kill you.
Oh my God. If I ever was, I'd be watching, because I know what to look for. I'd be in there, like, you're
Let me tell you
not
something.
taking shit out the cooler.
You know what you do as the owner of a restaurant? I learned this from this guy I used to work with. I worked at Market Grill, and he has about 6 or 7 restaurants, maybe 8 now. When he see the food costs getting too high, he goes straight to the trash. He would go through every trash bag that leaves the restaurant and see exactly. Yo, let me tell you something.
That's
We
his
went
money.
from cutting our lemons in half to cutting them in quarters because he's like, that's a half a lemon right there.
Yeah.
It's not even touched. If we cut it in half, we could feed more people and we could save. So let's say you're saving $5 a case of lemons, but you're buying 100 cases of lemons a week. That money adds up.
Now you could buy 50 or 75.
There
Or
you
something
go.
else completely.
There you go.
Yeah, facts.
So food cost is everything.
Mhm.
If you don't know your food cost, you don't know nothing.
That's experimenting and figuring it out.
I had somebody hand me the recipe for it and show me it through working in a restaurant. Those things would be very difficult to learn
On your own.
on your own.
You can't just imagine stuff like that.
Yeah, because
Or
you might.
can YouTube stuff.
You can. YouTube got it too.
Yeah.
Low key.
Like what? Like
You
how
just
to
look
cost management and stuff.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's awesome. YouTube has everything. You fuck with YouTube.
YouTube University.
For the little recipes and ideas and shit like that, or
For
what?
ideas, definitely. Sometimes
There's a lot of shit on there.
a lot of it. Like I say, I get it all from the street food. Me, I like watching when they out in like, you know, the raw people who just go and find something
Straight up on the street.
Yeah, man, because that's really how you learn. You look at things more simpler.
That's just real.
Sometimes you get too complicated, thinking like, yo, how could I make this? But sometimes you just got to go back to how they used to make it. The first people, you know.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
That is a fact.
It's offending as now, I would say.
And they say every cook they say that your fire is the most important thing.
Fire.
Fire. How you cooking the food. The
Mhm.
source of heat that's cooking
Yep.
the food for you.
Yep.
It changed the taste of everything.
That does make a difference.
Gas or electric?
Gas all day.
All
Nah,
day.
if we outside, charcoal. You feel me?
Okay.
I hate a gas grill.
Like going
but-
off the grid with it, but alright.
But
You got a grill at your spot?
Nah, I cook out of my aunt's house.
Okay.
You fucks with that
the
wood?
grill.
You fucks with the wood or not?
What? Yeah,
Yeah, like an outside roast.
that's
You
real
gotta,
heat.
you gotta stay on that. One time, me and Steven, we was in Jamaica. I was doing the fire, and he was doing the pot cooking, like old school type shit. It was fun as fuck, but you gotta keep that shit hot.
And you gotta
always
know
on
how
it.
to do it.
Yeah, well, he was my cousin was showing us how to do it.
Okay.
They
yeah,
call
yeah.
it run out board.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
running
yeah.
out board.
I would love. Yeah, I can't wait to go back to Jamaica.
Yo,
I got so
what?
much family out there, and
Tell me about it.
I know.
It's popping. Be a ganja.
But yo, you know what I do love about Jamaica, yo? At my house, where we're from, my family, I remember going out there for my aunt's wedding.
Where you guys from?
St. Catherine.
Okay.
So I remember going. My aunt had a big ass wedding, and it's good. I remember watching them catch all the animals that they cooked for the wedding.
Oh,
the
straight
wedding.
up? Yeah.
Big ass pig,
Goats.
goats, fucking chickens.
Yeah.
Yo, I would never forget watching them slaughter this pig.
Why would they do? They bust it?
Yeah.
Cracked it in the head with a 2x4, cut it down in half. It's one of my favorite things I see in life.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I want to be that's what I want to do when I get older and I buy a house.
Wait, hold on. So, Etienne was asking me, like, where you grew up at, and I kind of, like, don't fully know. I told him that he was from Yard, so, like, could you elaborate a little bit on that?
Yeah, I grew up in Hartford,
Harvard.
and then what happened? I got expelled from like 2 schools.
At Harvard.
Yeah.
And my parents sent me to Jamaica. I went to Jamaica for my aunt's wedding, and I ended up just
So
living
he's
out
born
there.
here.
Born here.
Okay.
And I went out there to live for like a year.
Oh, okay, I thought you were out there for a minute.
With your family out there.
Yeah, bro. Going to school out there, everything. That
Different.
was crazy.
Yo, they really shipped your ass
Different.
up out of
It
there.
was the best thing for me.
Yeah.
It was
Helped.
the best thing.
Made a difference.
You thought you was a badman, huh?
Not even that, but bro. Damn, I know this number, but I don't know who it is, so I'm not picking up. Yo, when I was out there, I was allowed to fight every day because that's what I used to do as a kid. That's why I got expelled so many times. I used to fight too much.
Right.
Hang out.
And bro, we used to fight every day on the walk. Well, I used to fight because we had to walk. Yo, bro, you know 291?
I think it was a big ass kid, dude.
So from Manchester to Bloomfield on 291, that's the distance we used to walk to get to school
In Jamaica.
in Jamaica.
Yeah.
So we waking up 4 o'clock in the morning
Man, what is that?
to push out.
5?
Huh?
6 miles?
Bro, it's a troop.
Yeah, that's hella far.
Miles.
And think about, I had culture shock because my school was literally at the corner where the light is over there
Yeah.
when I lived up
back
here.
Yeah.
So once I realized how far we have to walk, I said, yo, I'm fighting every day until every day I come home from school, I gotta get into a fight because I need to have something to walk for. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm walking this far, somebody gotta feel it.
OD.
Bro, let me tell you, I got into a fight out there. I think I broke this little kid's back.
What the fuck?
I was a savage. I don't know what was wrong with me. back then.
Out
You was
there
a bad
wilding.
kid. You were bad in high school.
Figuring
too,
it
though.
out.
But Jamaica was lit, bro. I can't wait to go back.
That's awesome.
Bacayard.
What?
Word. I think we got it, my G's.
Yes, sir.
Anything else for the people?
Yo,
I'll post all the things, all the socials, everything like that. Where can they find you?
Instagram.
That's the spot.
That's the spot.
Instagram more than Twitter, yeah?
I got to get better on everything else, but right now Instagram is doing it for
You
me.
got the visuals, though, and you could connect easy.
Insta boom.
It's all about the visuals. man.
Yeah, facts.
I'm
It is
not-
all about the visuals.
Exactly.
And the video.
The video.
The video is crazy right now.
Bro, I don't even take pictures. My girl's the one who takes pictures.
Mhm.
I always take videos.
Yep, the video is booming.
Yeah, video gets it better too.
For sure.
See all the angles.
Thank you both.
Yes, sir.
So
Respect.
shout out my guy Amen Jr. It's my dude. Letting me hold up with him for a little bit.
San Francisco life.
Appreciate that, Brody.
Shout out everybody who loves.
Yeah,
you know?
shout out to the family.
Shout out all the positivity out there. We got to keep that growing up.
Shout out Mara.
Shout out to it's the whole
Shout out
fam.
Turk.
Yes, sir.
One love.
Bless up.
It has mystery by it. Number 4. You could turn the stone. You It has mystery by it. Number 4. You could turn the stone.